Hey, what's up, my friend? Here's 4 things you can do to start making more money in any business. I'm specifically talking to local businesses because that's what the War Plan Briefing's about. That's what this channel is. Hey, if you're a local small business owner and you love God, family, country, and capitalism, I'm your people and you're my people. Welcome. Do you want to make more money? You know, I've made other videos where I talk about this idea called success derivatives. And, you know, really broke people are always trying to get money. Like, that's the focus. That's the intention. It's like money, 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 money. They're not bad for doing it. They're just doing it in the worst, most difficult possible way to actually get a lot of money. And so the success derivatives I talk about sometimes on this channel are, you know, confidence, clarity, community, and consistency. Like, if you are more confident, more consistent, if you're clear on your purpose and your next steps, and you're surrounded by the right people, obviously it's easier to make money, right? But what we're going to talk about today are 5 other things. I think I said 4. I got 5 written down. Other things you can do that are derivative success principles, meaning if you start to do this, success comes easier. Does that make sense? Are you picking up what I'm throwing down? The first thing is totally contrarian. It might break your brain, and it's to teach. My suggestion to you is to teach people stuff more often. If you want to make more money in your business, start teaching other people what you've learned so far. You know, sometimes on the internet they say, oh, think you're a guru, Josh? It's like, no, I don't think I'm a guru, but I do know that I'm 2 chapters ahead of a lot of the people I help, and I can help them go faster, right? And you're not a guru, and I'm not suggesting you be a guru, but the very act of teaching by itself actually helps you yourself go faster. Sometimes people say those that can't do teach. And I think that's true, especially in colleges, right? You have business professors that never ran a business, which is insane to me, right? Me personally, I do a lot of teaching. I spend about 1/3 of my time teaching. 2/3 I'm still building and growing my own companies, but I love to teach. And one of the reasons I love to teach is because it helps me make more money in my other business for multiple reasons. Number 1 is that all of us should have a mentor and be a mentor until we're dead, in my opinion. But number 2 is it holds you accountable, right? I was having a meeting with my team last week, or actually just with Eric, my chief of staff. I'm like, Eric, we're not even applying this. I made a video teaching a thing, and then when I talked to Eric, I said, we're not doing this right now. So this new project we're working on, we're not even doing this basic thing that I'm making a YouTube video about, and we're not even applying it at all. And it's not disingenuous, because this thing that I was teaching was irrefutably true. I just forgot. And so when you're teaching people, you'll end up building a better business as you go. It puts this weird positive pressure on you to show up better, especially if you're a local business and you're mentoring someone locally. You know, you're going to clean up your shop more. You're going to get your whiteboard out in the lobby of your office and measure your numbers a little better. You're going to start living up to what you know you should be doing more. Plus, as an added benefit, you're actually going to help people go faster, which is an amazing thing. So if you want more money, teach more, get online more, call your shot. You don't have to be a know-it-all. That's not what I'm saying, but share the things that have worked for you with other people that are behind you. Second thing you can do is document your journey. This is a powerful concept. There's been multiple internet-based marketer people that have documented their whole journey publicly, and they blew up, and it took time. You know, one of them is John Lee Dumas. He has a famous podcast called Entrepreneur on Fire. I don't know if it's as popular today as it used to be, but it was like the biggest go-to podcast for business for a long time. And he would publish income reports on his website, which is a very transparent, radically transparent thing to do. But it garnered all this support for him, and it also held himself accountable, right? Think about the psychology here. He's going on there saying, hey guys, here's another month that went by. I made $7. My mom thinks I'm a failure, right? And then it grows from there, right? So it puts this positive pressure on him because he's calling a shot and documenting it publicly. Another example is Nathan Barry. He has an email autoresponder called ConvertKit. It's a great software. I love ConvertKit. Used it for years. And Nathan started out really small. He read a blog, he'd do his update. Here's where we're at. We made $2,000. And it was several years. And then now the thing does like millions a month. He's crushing it, right? I think for you, even if you're a local business owner, documenting your journey, whether it's through journaling or better yet, doing something on the internet, calling your shop publicly, or making a video for yourself, anything that you do to document the wins that you've had as you're going, the things that you're focused on next, and continuously doing that, documentation by itself is a success derivative because it's going to put that positive pressure on yourself to go faster. Okay, number 3, get involved in an accountability group. And if you can't join one, then start one. Accountability is a superpower. It's also annoying for rebellious entrepreneur types. They don't want to be held accountable. Not all the time, but a lot of times. The reason you started your business is to be your own boss, blah, blah, blah. The irony, though, is that you find out instead of having one boss, now you have like 600 bosses that are called your customers. So anyway, I digress. The point is that iron sharpens iron. And so we know these things intellectually, but we don't do them. Are you doing it? Are you in an accountability group? You know, we have friends that we've met with every single Thursday for like 2 years to hold my wife and I accountable. And it's a beautiful, crazy thing, right? And I've been in many, many other accountability groups before that. I don't care if you have to buy one or start one. It doesn't matter. Get in one because you'll make more money. The 4th thing is to invest in your brain. Here, this is a, I don't know if people will like this or not, Will. I don't know what I'm about to say, but it's true. It's true. In my experience, it's 100% true. It's irrefutably true. But, you know, you're entitled to your opinion, even if it's stupid. Okay, here we go. You need to spend money on your own level up. You need to get comfortable giving away money to learn stuff or be in proximity of certain people or to go faster, right? Like, people are so averse to investing in themselves. They think personal development is a bunch of woo-woo stuff, or they think buying a course is for like, they're getting scammed or something. And nothing could be further from the truth. Now, it is true you could buy a bad course, but what does that do? It just helps you sharper on the next course that you're going to buy. Why would you not invest in your education, right? You're not getting scammed. What's happening in your brain when you invest in yourself is you're giving other people permission in the future to invest in your brain at that same level. I've worked with several people that want to start like a program where they sell a $5,000 workshop or program, but they themselves have never paid $5,000 for a workshop or a program. Do you think that's going to work? Does that make sense in your brain? It doesn't make sense. It's not going to work. The level at which you value your own brain is going to be the same level at which other people value your brain in the future. And not that you want to start some mastermind group or something, but it's transferable across all areas of your life. When you take your learning, your education, your skill sets, your mindsets, your network seriously, you show up different. And so a good success derivative is to be a perpetual investor in other people's stuff. Myron Golden talks about, how are you going to be a happy seller if you're never a happy buyer? Are you the person that sends your food back because it's barely wrong? Are you the person that constantly is, returning things and trying to get every nickel out of everybody? You think everyone's scamming you? Do you buy other people's products? If that's you, you probably have a really, really, really hard time making money. And this is one of the biggest reasons why. You need to let go of the money in your hand so that more of it can come into your hand. You can't make money with a closed fist, my friend. You picking up what I'm throwing down? I love you. Okay, and going on to the last one. The last one is to think. Okay, so just to recap. Teach is a success derivative. Teach people stuff. Document your journey. Third one is get into an accountability group. Then we have invest way more into yourself. Enough to where you want to throw up a little. Don't do something insane where you can't buy groceries or something, but you should want to throw up at least a little bit because it's part of your level up. Make sure it's a great program. Make sure it makes sense for you, but don't be scared of it. Money replenishes. It comes and goes. All you're doing is sending it over here and then more can come. It's crazy. It'll be a breakthrough for you. And then last but not least is to think, is to actually spend time thinking. Hearing is not the same thing as thinking. Did you know that? You watching this video doesn't necessarily mean that you're thinking, right? You're being entertained. Maybe you're being educated, but thinking is its own category over here. Thinking is work. Did you know that chess players can burn up to 10,000 calories a day playing chess? The world-class professionals. Using your brain is hard. You ever go to bed after doing massive intellectual work all day? It's more exhausting than digging a ditch all day. Truly, it is. And if you think I'm wrong, it's only because you've never done a full day of intellectual work. I'm just saying, because it is. I've done both, okay? Set aside time for yourself to think. I started doing this in 2015. We moved to Costa Rica after I sold one of my companies, and I bought a motorcycle. It wasn't a motorcycle, it was a moped, and it was pink, okay? But that has nothing to do with the story, so leave me alone, Will. Okay, I'm riding my motorcycle in Costa Rica 2 hours a day, just thinking every single day. And it was a huge breakthrough for me. It was a huge part of my level up because I could just think. and there's no rules, and I can think about the future, and what if I did this, and what if I did that? And even if 86% of my ideas were dumb, it was getting me to the 14% faster because I opened up more space for me to think. And another point that's interesting is this idea called the cathedral effect. So if you're going to think, it's a great idea to go outside when you do it. The cathedral effect says that it's easier to be creative when you have really high ceilings in the building that you're in. And being outside has the highest ceiling around, you know what I'm saying? If you're doing analytical tasks, you can sit in a cubicle and do your little spreadsheet. And being in a confined space actually helps you when you're doing analytical logic tasks. But when you're doing art, when you're fantasizing about your future and what God's plan is for you and the moves you're going to make, and you're role playing out what could happen if you make these moves, when you're thinking about partnerships and strategy, when you're really dreaming about what's possible for you and your family, do it outside, do it every single day. It will change your life. Are you enjoying this video? I hope so. If you are, could you take 20 seconds and just say, hey, I'm enjoying this video? It would mean a lot to me and to Will. He has to stand here and stare at me while I do these. And it's not that cool before it's edited, right? They make it fancier with the edits. It's kind of boring in here. But I hope that you're getting value from this, and I'll see you in the next video.